Hi, I'm Annika. Welcome to my channel, Yoga with Annika. And there's always some dogs because that's life, right? They come where I go and, you know, they just add to the energy of the room. So today I want to do, I'm picking up fur from dog toys here. I want to do some yoga that I call Chillasana. It's like chill your ass out. No, it's chilled out asana, chilled out postures, a mix between yin style holds and just breathing. So super, super relaxing. If you're tired, if this is before bed, this is a perfect practice you can do before going to bed. But it's also going to start your day off super grounded and super chilled. All right? Thank you so much, and let's get started on your mat. And we'll just move through the body today. We'll see what shows up, what happens. Let's start cross-legged seated. So get your body grounded into the mat. If you're uncomfortable even just sitting on your bum with your legs crossed, it just means your hips are tight. So you can sit on a block, sit on a pillow, just so your knees can easily just fall apart, okay? Just bring your hands on top of your knees to start to ground yourself. You can close your eyes. Mwah! I love you, Bodhi. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, just allow your shoulders to settle. As you close your eyes, just feel your body settle. And if your thoughts are still buzzing around, just take your attention right now onto your breath, following its journey in through your nose, all the way down into the belly. Feel your belly blow up, expand. And exhale it out, back through the nose. And again, one more time. On your next inhale, just try slowing that breath down for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold your breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold for 3, 2, 1. And again, take a few rounds by yourself. Observe yourself. Do you feel any sense of panic when you exhale out and hold? Or do you want to breathe out when you inhale and hold? Or do you trust that the breath is going to come? Can you trust that your life is going to come in exactly as it's supposed to do so? We're the ones that get in the way. Maybe a thought of why you showed up on your mat today. What are you seeking today? Knowing your intention for your practice will keep the energy flowing in your practice. Take a deep inhale and exhale it out. And again, deep inhale, lifting up the spine. You can sigh, or you can, if it needs to come out a little bit more forcefully. And one more time, deep inhale and exhale. You can softly open the eyes and take a deep inhale. Extend the hands up above the head. Interlace the fingers, just turn the palms to face up and press up. Oh, open up your wrists. Take the nose up. Good, release the hands, exhale. Take the hands behind your back. Clasp them behind your back. Take an inhale, push them down, drawing your shoulder blades together. Just bring your chin to your chest. Ow, got a nice click. Don't know if you heard that sound effect. Lifting the hands slightly off the tailbone. Release the hands down, roll the shoulders up with an inhale. And roll them all the way round and back with your exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good, just settle for a moment. Maybe take your right ear down to your right shoulder. Walk the fingers out to the side as far as they'll go. Nice soft inhale. Soft exhale. I want you to just focus on keeping breathing throughout your whole practice. See if you can keep bringing your attention back to your breath once you make your shape. Gently lower the chin down towards the chest. Inhale, sitting tall. Exhale, relaxing the head even more. Inhale, rolling through to the left ear, left shoulder. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, relax deeper. Good, rolling the chin back down to the chest. On an inhale, lift the hands up, lift the nose up to the sky. Palms touch together. As you exhale, just bring that right hand down. Take the left hand overhead and just gaze up at the fingers. Soften your right elbow and press that left bum cheek into your mat. So you get a nice release down the side, all the way up the ribs, the intercostals, your hips. Good, and again, inhale, lengthen up. So we always ask the spine to lift. Lift up before we turn, twist, bend, anything. Take it over, down to the left. Soft, soft, soft left elbow. Take the gaze to the fingertips. If you still feel like keeping your eyes closed, if it helps you go deeper within or stay within, just close your eyes and listen. Good, inhale back to center. Do that one more time each side. Exhale. Come on overhead. Inhale, center, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, take it over. Inhale, center. This time a little slight twist out, a rotation out to the right. Put one hand on your knee, other hand behind. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, rotate round a little more. Chin comes down. Inhale, release, come all the way up. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, rotate round, find your shape. Then focus on your breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate a little more, chin to chest. All right, we've got our neck nice and released, our spine a little warmer. Inhale, come back to center. Right hand down, reach overhead for 1. Inhale back through center. Left hand down, reach overhead. Good, inhale through center, little rotation out to the right. And if you're going in the wrong way, nobody cares. Chill out. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other side. Good, inhale, come back to center. And exhale, just come forward onto the palms, onto the knees. Separate the feet. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Curl the toes under. And just draw your right shoulder towards the right hip. Look over. Good. Inhale, come back through center. Look over the other side. Come back to center. Lift up the toes this time. Draw the toes over to the right. Look over. And just hold for a breath or two. Good, come back through center, take the toes all the way over to the left, gaze over. Come back to center, curl the toes under, drop the belly, lift the chin, spreading the fingers. Exhale, push the mat away, draw the belly in, tuck the tail. Just hold for an extra breath. Nose comes up. Exhale, suck the belly in, draw the belly in, chin to chest. Come back to center, bring the big toes to touch, take the knees apart, draw the bum all the way back down onto the heels, and walk the body forward into child's pose. Bring the forehead down to the mat, let your belly just hang out in between your thighs, and you'll feel some compression right here. That's what we're aiming for, and a nice release in the bum, lower back area, and also through this upper back. Bring your forehead down, take a deep inhale, and exhale, just let everything go. Let your elbows go, let your chest go, your belly, all your bits, just let them dangle in between your legs. Lock in on your breathing, deep inhale, deep exhale. On your next inhale, just walking the hands over to the left. Right hand comes on top of left, lower down. Walking the hands back through center, bringing left hand on top of your right, just extending that whole left side of your body. Bring the head down, press back with your left bum cheek. Breathe. Just follow the journey of the breath in through the nose, down to the belly and all the way back out. Good, come back through center. Take an inhale. Slowly rise up. Draw the belly all the way down to your mat. Oh, it might be there already. Bring the feet behind you. Take the toes out. Come onto your elbows. Press your palms into the mat. Take an inhale. Press up through the elbows. Draw the chin to the chest and just let it hang there for a moment. Locate in the body where you're feeling this. maybe the lower back, a little compression there. Now I want you to press into the toes. Press really hard into your mat. You'll notice your thighs get tighter. Draw the hands a little more into the body, but to the outside of the shoulders. Slowly press into the hands and start to rise halfway up. You can drop your chin. Little more compression. Now let the bum go. Now press into the toes. Maybe it lifts you a little more. Pressing up a little bit more. And if you feel any discomfort, always just back off a little bit. Good. Roll over onto your left side. Gaze over that right shoulder. You're just coming onto the sides of the feet. So don't lift up all the way. You're kind of just putting the weight on that left hip. Keep your elbows just a little soft. Roll over, other side. Gaze over the shoulder. Come back to center, and on an exhale, push all the way back to the heels. Extend the arms. Inhale, come up. And exhale, lower back down. Bent elbows. Lower the body down. Nose touches your mat. Inhale, elbows locked into the side. Push up. Exhale, bum back to the heels. Touch your nose. Inhale, come up. Exhale, elbows bent, lower down. Touch your nose. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale, just come up to neutral position. Tuck the toes. Walk the hands forward to the top of your mat and lower just the chest. So keeping your butt sticking up, right over the knees. Lower the chest. Anahatasana, puppy pose. You can try to keep your chin forward a little if you want to work on opening your throat chakra area, which means you'll speak your truth. Stop bullshitting. No lies, right? Or just lower the forehead down if that's too much in the back of the cervical spine, your neck area. Focus on your breathing. Take an inhale and slowly draw the entire body down to your mat. Release your toes. Bring your elbows underneath and just lift up. Just lift your nose up. So I want you to feel when that throat chakra area, this area holds and stores a lot of energy. So just wiggle your jaw. Maybe take a deep breath, stick out the tongue as you exhale. It's called lion's breath. Yeah, and again, deep inhale. Press up through the elbows, stick your tongue out. It's like a ha sound, right? One more time, deep inhale. Good, just let your chin hang, head hang, but keep pressing through the elbows. Sphinx pose. So when I say, you know, you're holding on to things in that area, it's the center of speech, expression, truth. And as children, we often learn to hold back our thoughts, our expressiveness, for whatever reason, for fear of judgment, for fear of being teased. So all those limiting behaviors, lying, bullshit, just over-talking, not saying enough, it's all an imbalance in this throat area, in this neck area. That's why things like singing out loud, putting your favorite song on and having a good sing. It's all releasing. What do you do when you're frightened? Ah, you scream. Not like that, but you scream, right? So it's energy finding its way, fear quickly finding its way out of the body. What do you do when you don't feel like you're being heard? You start to raise your voice, speak deep, or maybe you even start to yell. Look at everything in your life as energy. Lower down, draw the hands behind you. See if you can take hold of the feet. And if you can't get the feet, you can grab hold of your pants. You can also use a strap or, that one was a bit stiff. You can also use a towel. Separate the knees just a little. Take a deep inhale. I want you to press your feet into your hands. Notice what starts to happen. The chest starts to rise. Draw the shoulder blades together. So what I'm saying is work on that area. If you feel an imbalance there, don't feel like you're being heard in your relationship, in your family relationships, your workplace. Lifting a little higher, kicking a little higher. Allow the shoulders to come back. It's a shoulder opener. Hip flexors, quads, knees. Breathe. You can lift your nose up. Look up. Good. Exhale. Slowly release. Bring the hands underneath. Toes underneath. Push up and all the way back onto your bum. So slowly just bring the feet around. Just extending your left leg long, your right sole of the foot, tuck it in to your inside thigh. Draw your body around so that leg is extending out to the side. Take a deep inhale and actually see if that's a little difficult, remove the flesh from underneath your sit bones. Just creates space, right? You can always, if you find your movements restricted when you're folding in, maybe you have a bit more flesh on your quads, on your legs, you can create space by moving it out to the side. It's kind of like your knockers when you're lying down on the floor. They take up space, so you shove them out the way, right? So just, this is relationship with your body. The calves might need to roll out. Don't be afraid to grab hold of your bits and pull them out the way, is what I'm saying. Take a deep inhale, reach up so we lengthen before we do anything. Exhale, slowly start to lower down towards that straight leg. I want you to bring your left hand to the inside of the leg. The other hand, let's bring it down here for now. So your left, see if you can get your left elbow to the inside. So what it's doing, it's starting to bring your body into a little bit of a rotation. Draw the sternum in, your belly in. There's posh names for everything, like buttocks or bum, sternum, abdominal area, chest or knockers. So I always tend to go with the more fun name. See if you can even get your hand to come under the calf area. Now what you're feeling is some extension here in the lower back, hip area. Take a deep inhale and lift your right hand up. Bring it onto the back of the head. So now you're extending up through the side body. Take an inhale and try to draw your elbow down towards your foot. Now on your next inhale, try to open out the elbow towards the back. Try to relax a little in the head. I like to take my fingers and kind of cup my ear rather than kind of dump my whole weight of my arm on my head. Good. Take an inhale, keep lengthening. Exhale, keep opening. Take 2 more breaths. Slowly release that top hand. Slowly uncurl, nice and slow. Bringing that right hand down beside the hip. Coming onto that right knee. Take an inhale and just lift on up and release out to the side. Take the gaze up to the hand. You can make a few circles if you like. So nice for the shoulder. Inhale all the way, sweep around. Inhale. I really like that side extension, so I like to hang out wherever something feels good. One more time. And sit your bum down. Beautiful. Taking that straight leg, drawing it behind your body. Watch my balls, you bugger. Good, draw that straight leg behind. Bring the heel right into the hip. Hi. So you're sitting, excuse me, so we can see. Front leg now, that right leg. Just draw it forward a little bit. What's happening now in the hips? Take a deep inhale. So this leg, draw it back as much as you can. Heel into the body. Right knee kind of parallel with the front of your mat. Take a deep inhale, reach up. And exhale. See if you can slowly bring your fingertips down in front of your front leg. It's almost like pigeon with your back leg extended out here. So soften the elbows, soften the head. You'll feel this, it's a really nice subtle targeting your outside of your hip, your abductor. I'm going to see how far my body will let me down. I'm also getting into my IT band. I can feel it down the outside of my calf. This is where a block would also be really nice in front, just to give you a little more comfort. Try to soften where you can. Relax your head. And breathe into where you feel the tension. Slowly rise. Draw that back leg all the way round. Release your front leg. Just drawing the heels in towards the bum, hands behind. Just take a few windshield wipers, massaging your bum, gazing over your other shoulder. Now you know the shape, so connect to your breath, link it to your breath. Inhale. Exhale. How slow can you go? Coming back through center, extending now your right leg long. So I'm going to move around to the side of my mat here, just so my heels on the mat, bringing that left sole of the foot into the thigh this time. That's it. Make sure your sit bones are connected. Take a deep inhale, reach up. And then exhale, slowly draw the body down, bringing that right hand. See if you can get that right elbow to the inside of the leg. Just extend over for a moment. And then just bring the hand down to the knee. See if you can get your hand under the calf. It's drawing that bottom shoulder in, causing a rotation here. I'm feeling it in this outside of my hip. Taking an inhale, lifting that left hand back up, drawing it to the back of the head. Now draw the belly in, try to lift up, create some space. The hand on your head, draw the elbow towards your knee. And on an inhale, try to open it out, rotating to the back. A lot of tension here in the hip, in the lower back, also up through the rib cage. So I'm going to take as much inhale as I can and soften with the exhale as much as I can. Thinking of lengthening and rotating open each breath. Trying to soften. Take an inhale and slowly release. Left hand comes down beside the hip. Oh, ooh, that was quite an intense one. Pressing into that left knee. See if you can lift your bum off. Extend, hand overhead, gaze up. Reach, extend that whole side body. Press your pinky toes into the mat. Big circles. Inhale. Exhale. Just spread your fingers on that standing arm. Good. Breathing, following your breath. Hang out in that extension for as long as that feels good. And then bring your bum back down to your mat. Take a breath. Right leg, curl the heel all the way into the bum. So bring that foot right in. Left leg, walk it out. Almost making a 90-degree shape here with this leg. Other heel tucked in and back. Take an inhale, rotate the body in front of that. Ow. My toes are wanting to point out. I'm going to try and keep my heel in as much as possible. Taking an inhale and slowly starting to draw the body forward. I'm going to use a block on this side because obviously there's some discomfort going on here, knee surgery. So this whole side of the body is a little out of whack. Doesn't want to rotate as much as the other side. So that's when your blocks and your pillows and your blankets, your towels are handy. I don't sit there and go, get round. Because what use does forcing anything in your life do for you? How does it work out? Doesn't give you a happy ending. Now that my body's relaxing, I'm going to remove my block. There you go. So you get into relationship with your body. You invite it into these shapes. It may need a little coaxing, right? Now bring your attention back to your breath now that you're in your shape. Follow its journey. Slowly rise. Could have stayed there for another 20 minutes, I think. Draw that back leg all the way round. Coming back to your bum, feet in front of you. Bring your hands down by your sides. Lift one toe, lift the other toe. 5 breaths here, Navasana, boat pose. I want you to lift up the chest, draw the sternum in, tuck it in if it needs tucked in. Tight yoga pants are the best. Fingers, see if you can lift your fingers up, and if not, stay here and just work on this hip flexor, this abdominal work, this core strengthening. Just gaze at your toes. Cross the ankles, draw them in, take a deep inhale above the head, exhale, slowly draw the body forward. Nice and slow, soften the elbows. Take 5 breaths. Slowly rise. Nice and slow, in and out of these shapes. Bring the hands back round. Draw the toes back up. Maybe try the hands this time. Maybe try extending the legs. Oh, I'm stiff. Now I often cheat and kind of extend the legs, get into shape, and then let go. So I guide myself. It's not cheating. Breathe. Slowly draw the heels right in. Take an inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Fold in 5 breaths. Now when you come down, find your shape. You can always take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Invite your body into shape. Slowly rise. We'll do one more round. Oh, I was just showing off there. Going straight in. Lift up. Find your shape. Lock in your breath. It's actually getting easier the more yoga we do, right? Lock in the heels. This time, come onto the knees. Curl the toes under and walk the hands up the thighs. Here we go. Bring the hands down onto your hips. Draw the elbows together. Knees are hip width apart, toes are curled under. Take an inhale. Slowly push your hips forward. Draw the shoulder blades together, the elbows back, and take the gaze up. Now, if that's cranking on your neck, just stay neutral. Keep looking ahead. If you can go a little deeper, maybe reaching back to find your heels. Maybe just staying with your hands on your hips if that feels good. Taking the nose up, pressing the chest out. Maybe drawing the head back deeper. Opening that throat, we'll call it the bullshit chakra. Open up. Open up the heart, really breathe into the chest. Open up to everything that lies ahead with an open heart. Tightness as I breathe in shows that I may fear, allowing the future to just flow in moment by moment. Body shows you everything. Slowly, one hand on the hip, making your way out, finding your way back up, releasing the toes one at a time, drawing the crown of the head now down into the mat, as close as you can get to the knees. Maybe just walk your knees together a little bit, easier to balance. Taking hold of your heels and slowly start to lift the hips up, rolling onto the crown, the top of your head. Draw your belly in. It's called rabbit pose. It's the counter pose to that back bend. Breathe, 5 breaths. You'll feel just above your sacrum in this lower back area. Draw the belly in, lift higher. Slowly lower down. Forehead to the mat, turn the palms up. This is an alternative child's pose. Take 10 breaths here. Relax your fingers. Slowly drawing the hands up, find your way onto your bum. Plant your feet onto the mat. Bring the hands behind, fingers pointing towards your feet, and on an inhale, slowly, actually draw your heels in a little more. Lift up the hips into reverse tabletop. So a little compression happening in the wrists. Draw the shoulder blades together. Press through the hands, press through the feet, and lift your hips. Again, roll the head back if that's okay on your neck. Maybe wiggle your jaw left to right. Another heart opener, throat opener. Slowly lower down. Extend the legs long. Come on up. Maybe release the flesh. Take an inhale. Reach up. And exhale, draw the body forward, forward, forward. Following the fingers. If you can hold on to your shins, your ankles. If you have a bind in the big toes, bind the big toes. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Maybe take another inhale. Lifting up the spine, thinking of the vertebrae, lifting up, flattening out the back, and then drawing in. Relax the chin down, the head is heavy. I want you to use your hands for a moment and really draw the body in. So if you're holding on to your shins, really pull back with the hands to draw the body in. 2 more breaths like that. Now I want you to just let go of the shins, the feet, the ankles, and just turn the palms up and surrender. Focus on your breath. slowly begin to rise, finding your way gently onto your back. Keep your eyes closed if you like, hugging your knees in towards your chest. Just drawing the feet down onto the mat. Take a breath. Crossing your left foot over your right. So whole left leg, cross it over. So you're crossing your knees. Draw the knees in towards the body and give them a hug. I call this the nutcracker. If you can slide your hands down towards the ankles or even the outside of the legs, drawing the hands back in towards the body. So good for the hips. Slowly release, hugging the knees in. Oh, that's nice. Slowly cross the other knee. I can't talk because Blue's trying to kiss me. Thank you, Blue. That's nice. Crossing right knee over left, taking hold of your ankles or maybe the outside edge, and you'll notice any imbalances in the body. If you roll over on one side, you may be pulling too hard on one side, or just maybe one side's tighter than the other, right? So just notice, invite it, work with what you have. Doesn't have to look a certain way, as long as you lock into how it feels in your body. Again, your body giving you messages every day to look a little deeper than the physical, to look a little deeper to what lies beneath the physical ailment. Often a big flashing neon sign to pay attention to something in your life. Then it becomes a fascinating game. There's signs out there everywhere for us to notice. Little signposts, guides, everywhere, but we just don't notice them because we're too busy in our heads. You ever have a bird just plonk in front of you for no reason? An animal run in front a sound? Do you see something that catches your attention just all of a sudden out of the blue? So they're examples of guidance, signs. Just, you can look, you can always find anything online. If you say, what's the meaning of a red cardinal, for example? One just jumped right down on the road in front of me yesterday. So what I was thinking about, that was a signal to pay attention. Cardinals often a deceased person, just communicating. So all kinds of stuff, whatever your belief patterns are, the body for sure is showing you things. Slowly release. Just bring the soles of the feet back onto the mat. Allow the knees to fall apart. Maybe left hand finds its way to your heart, right hand onto the belly. And check in. Slowly just let the legs draw down into final resting shape. You can keep your hands there or just let them come down to the side, palms up to receive. Take rest. Take a soft inhale. Soft exhale. Just bringing the hands back to life slowly. Bringing the toes back to life, the ankles back to life, and maybe just placing your hands on your hip bones. I want you to take a deep breath in, and when you exhale, just send your breath, your energy into your hands. Just imagining heat in your hands coming into your hip bones. Do that one more time. Exhale, heat into your hands. When you're ready, just extending the hands overhead. Nice good morning stretch. Oh, nice yawn. Hugging the knees into the chest. And just rolling over onto your right side. If the eyes feel good to open, you can open them softly, taking your surroundings in. Take a nice breath in, and when you're ready, pressing yourself up to a cross-legged seated position. Just bring the hands in towards the heart. Take a deep inhale and exhale it out. And again. Exhale. One more time. Exhale. Just knowing that you can place your hands anywhere on your body that's hurting. Just send yourself your own healing, loving energy to that space. It's the basis of Reiki, energy healing. Thank you all for joining me. We send out our healing to anybody out there that needs it today. Namaste. Okay. Hope you're feeling nice and open. We really focused on the hips, the lower back, because the hips storing all energy, and the back side of the body storing everything from the past. So we're just encouraging the body to let go, become more open, so that we can move and allow things to come in to the front, to the future. If we're holding on so tight, imagine being held back by a seat belt, but instead of holding you to safety, it's stopping you from moving forward into your life, right? It's a nice visual there. Thank you. Unclip your seat belt, your safety belt. Get up and move into your life. Hope you enjoyed that yoga class. Please, if you did, share it with your friends. Subscribe with the button below, and check out the rest of the channel for all different styles of yoga. And if you like the bowls, there's full 30-minute sound bowl sessions also on the channel. I'm just trying to do anything I can to help us all chill out and calm down and just connect. Thanks until next time. Namaste.